Hello, everyone, and welcome again for coming. I appreciate you all coming to find out more information about the CPA designation, the Board of Ambassador role, and finding out more about FAA and PSAP. We have lots to talk about tonight. So firstly, I would like to say, if you have any questions while I'm speaking, please feel free to hold them or to put them in the chat, and I'll answer them at the end once I'm done the presentation. You may find that a question that you have, I may answer it throughout the presentation. So it may be easier to hold it to the end and see if I answer it anyway, or feel free to drop it in the chat. And at the end, I'll have a period of question and answer. So if you have any burning questions, you can, again, either put them in the chat or feel free to come off mute and ask your question. All right, so let's get started. So I'd like to introduce you to the campus leads for Fanshawe College. Betsy Exley is the student recruiter with CPA Ontario. And you may want to take a picture of this screen because it does have her email address on it. And she is definitely a great resource to have as far as the CPA designation and your specific journey and path to complete the CPA. As you can see, there's a picture of me there. I'm the Board of Ambassador representative for Fanshawe College, and there's my email as well. So one of the great things about Betsy is that you can schedule a one-on-one advisement with her. There's the link that you can see right there where you can click and go to schedule an advisement. She is the recruiter for Southwestern Ontario. So for our area, Western, and a few other, Windsor, and I think a few other schools. So once you register on the CPA website for a one-on-one advisement, you then send Betsy an email with your preferred dates and times between 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. Monday to Friday. She'll respond to confirm, and then once you connect with her, you can ask her about the CPA designation, your specific path. If you're an international student, you may ask her about international credentials that you may have that contribute towards the CPA designation. She really is an amazing resource when it comes to the CPA. And if she doesn't know something, she either knows who will or knows where to send you to find out. This is a look at our CPA Ontario Fanshawe campus team, also known as the Fanshawe Accounting Association. So as you can see, we have our president, Kat Jolly. We have our vice president, Cole Victel, who's with us tonight, and a variety of other members who are also with us tonight, Camilla, Arushi, Yulia, and Lena and Shadan, who have all joined us tonight to find out more about the designation. So all of these people work together to help bring events to the school to help the students and find networking opportunities with employers and with each other. So I'm going to play a little video, which is our Fanshawe Accounting Association introduction video. It gives you an opportunity to get to meet everyone and find out a little bit more about all of them. There we go.
Hi, my name is Kat Jolly, and I'm the president of the Fanshawe Accounting Association. The FAA is made up of students at Fanshawe College with an interest in accounting and getting to know more about the field. We love meeting new students from all walks of life and providing networking opportunities to those who want to work in the accounting industry. As president of the Fanshawe Accounting Association, my role is to ensure that our team is providing you with quality content and events to attend. We're excited to be connected with you and getting to know you better this semester.
Hi everyone, my name is Cole Victel and I am the Vice President of the Fanshawe Accounting Association for 2022. In this role, I will assist all members of the team with specific tasks and ensure all opportunities provided to you are communicated in a professional manner. Not only is the FAA good for networking with future employers, it can also be a very good way for students to connect with each other. And with the COVID-19 pandemic still keeping us in an online learning setting, our events can be a great way to meet other students and give us a break from the classroom. I hope you all have a great semester, and I look forward to meeting you in a future FAA event.
Hello, my name is Abbygail Achamgives, and I'm the lead event coordinator for the 2022 Fanshawe Accounting Association. In this role, I plan and execute events for students in the Lawrence Kinlan School of Business with an accounting focus. However, all students are welcome at our events. Also, I am the CPA Ontario Board of Ambassador Representative for Fanshawe College. In this role, I promote PSAP, the CPA designation, and CPA Ontario events that occur throughout the year for PSAP members. If you're interested in this role, please contact me at a_ACHAM@fanshaweonline.ca because I'm currently recruiting for next year's representative. You would act as a liaison between students and CPA Ontario, and it's a great opportunity to develop your leadership skills.
Hi everyone, my name is Camila and I'm the event coordinator together with Abbygail. We are planning a lot of events that will allow us to network, so please don't miss it and find out more information in our social media.
Hi everyone, I'm class representative coordinator. I will hire and manage new students and will send them information about upcoming events and announcements from FAA each week. Also, students will have to send us feedback. If you have any questions and concerns, don't hesitate to reach out to us, as we're here for you. Together, we can overcome everything and anything.
Hello everyone, and my name is Randira Ferguson and I am the Student Representative Coordinator. I am the person directly in contact with all class representatives. As a student representative, my job is to keep all class representatives in the loop about the present and future events held by the FFA, therefore ensuring that the student body will be kept up to date about the FFA through class representatives. As I pass it on to Hiroshi, the Social Media Director.
Hi everyone, my name is Arushi Khera and I'm the Social Media Coordinator. My role here is to keep you guys up to date about the various events, activities, and challenges organized by the FAA. So make sure you follow us on social media on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, LinkedIn, and Discord. Looking forward to talking to you soon.
Hi, my name is Julia. I'm a YouTube coordinator. My role here is producing video contents that give you some knowledge about FAA, such as tutorial video, documentary video, and interview with professional accountant that associate with FAA. Luckily, I don't work alone here. I also have a partner who support me as a YouTube coordinator. And here we go. I'm going to pass this calculator to her.
Thank you, yeah. Hi, my name is Amy. I'm keeping the role of YouTube coordinator for the FAA 2022. Me and her are going to be responsible for the FAA YouTube channel. We will use our research to help you to build your confidence and well prepared for next phase of your life when you graduate and having your independent life. The video will be released every month with the topic. It covers everything that you need to know and you're well prepared. If you wish to know more of any kind of information, you can connect us to the social media or the FAA email. We will have your response and have your information ready. Thank you for having us. And I'm passing you for the International Coordinator, Lina.
Hello everyone,
My name is Lina Fan. I am an International Student Coordinator of FAA. My job is promoting FAA events to international students. From there, I can assist international students get better connectivity with like Canadian employers. So from there, I would like to see you guys at Fanshawe College.
On behalf of the FAA, I want to welcome you to your winter semester, and we can't wait to meet you.
Awesome. So now that you've had a chance to get to know a little bit more about the FAA, I'd like to continue on to show you ways that you can keep in touch with us. Feel free to take a picture of this slide so you have all the ways to reach out to us and stay in the loop about our events. Now we're going to talk about PSAP. PSAP stands for the Post-Secondary Ambassador Program, and it's a great way for students to get involved with meeting employers, networking with other students, and just finding opportunities to win prizes, learn knowledge and skills, and find the support of other students as well as CPA Ontario. You get a lot of support and resources, and by joining PSAP, which is only a $10 registration fee for the entire school year, it allows you access to participate in nearly all CPA Ontario events. Now, I know we're in the winter term, and you may think there's not much more left to get your $10 worth, but I promise you, the rest of February and March has some really great events coming up that if you're not a PSAP member yet, it's a great reason to join PSAP ASAP. Some of the benefits that you get with PSAP include conferences, networking, workshops, and webinars with lots of information on how to develop skills as a PSAP member. This just gives you an idea of some of the numbers of what is involved with PSAP. So we have 2,510 PSAP members in your community, and these were the 2020, 2021 numbers. So I'm sure we've had even better numbers for this year. But last year we had 13 hours of exclusive webinar content, 15 hours of conferencing, 8 dedicated employer events, 25 hours of skills and workshops, and so many conversations with CPAs. As you can see, being a PSAP member opens the door to a lot of opportunities for you to network and develop your skills. One of the really cool things this year about PSAP is the PSAP Odyssey program. So what the PSAP Odyssey program is it allows you an opportunity to dream further with your PSAP membership. For every CPA Ontario event that you attend, you'll receive 1 entry into the prize draw. The more events you attend, the more chances you have to win. And we're in February currently, so there's an opportunity for 4 winners to win prizes in February. And in April, there'll be 10 winners. So if you have an opportunity to attend some more PSAP events throughout the next 2 months, please do, because you have a great opportunity to get a PSAP Odyssey entry to the prize draw and be able to potentially win some great prizes. One of the cool things about how this program works is after you've attended the event, you'll receive an email that you have to fill out a small survey about the event that you attended. Included in the survey will be the magic word that they give you during the event to include on the survey so that they can confirm that you actually attended the event and participated. So also by engaging with CPA Ontario on social media and providing helpful feedback, you can earn bonus entries and the chance to win the coveted PSAP Odyssey Award given to the ultimate PSAP member. This prize includes a $100 gift card as well as more than $300 of prizes. So after every event you attend, you'll receive a follow-up email. You must complete the survey in the email in order for your attendance to be counted. Offering tons of rewards and more than ever before, this year's PSAP has been epic, and it will continue to be until the PSAP term finishes in April. Just to give you an idea of some of the events that we have coming up. So tonight, actually at 7 p.m., there's a How to Excel Level 2 workshop. On February 16th, there is the Power BI workshop for Level 1. And then we get to CPA Week, which I'm really excited about. As you can see, CPA Week is jam-packed full of events for our reading week that we can have the opportunity to attend and learn some really awesome skills. So on February 22nd, we have the tax prep workshop. Later that day, there's an escape room event where you can bring a friend who's a non-PSAP member. So if you have a PSAP membership, you can register and attend and bring a friend who's not a PSAP member so they can kind of get a chance to try it out and see for themselves what PSAP is all about. Same with the Dream Big, Live Big Vision Board workshop and the Healthy Sleep and Self-Care workshop. They're both invite a friend to give the opportunity for one of your friends to try out the PSAP membership and see what our events are like and what they're all about. Also on February 23rd, we have the Discovery Day with City of Toronto, where you have an opportunity to meet with City of Toronto representatives to find out about how you can stand out as a candidate applying for a role with the City of Toronto. There's also CPA Career Fest on February 24th. And lastly, February 25th has Crypto and You with BitBuy, which is going to be an exciting, interesting event about cryptocurrency. If this isn't worth $10 to you, I don't know what is, because these are some really great events where you can learn a lot and meet some really great people. More events coming up. How to Excel Level 3 on March 2nd, From College to CPA on March 3rd. March 9th is Employment Connections, and this is a really great event. It's like almost like a job fair on a virtual platform where you have the opportunity to have really quick sort of little interviews with recruiters and employers and have the opportunity to talk to them and let them meet you and start to get familiar with them and let them get familiar with you. So it's a really great opportunity to start to build those connections and network with employers. Next, we have Power BI Level 2 on March 15th. And to wrap things up for the PSAP year, our end of the year celebration on April 4th, which is always a fun time. There's lots of games and opportunities to win prizes. So it's definitely worth the $10. If you're not a PSAP member yet, I strongly suggest you become one so that you can finish out the year strong and participate in some really great events. Again, just highlighting some of the things that PSAP offers. And some of you may have had the opportunity to attend our Chartered for Success conference this year. If you had the chance to attend, you got a real treat. There were some really great keynote speakers. There were workshops. There were chances to win prizes. It was just a really awesome time to hear about the CPA designation and get to hear about real life stories from CPAs. On to Board of Ambassadors. Now I'm really excited to share about this with you guys because Board of Ambassadors is a really great opportunity to have. I've gotten the chance to be the Board of Ambassador representative for Fanshawe, and it really has been an amazing experience for me. So how it works is the Board of Ambassadors is like a representative for the school. They act as sort of a liaison between the student population and CPA Ontario and our student recruiter, Betsy Exley. This person that you see on the screen currently is Van Solo, and he was BOA of the Year for 2021. So I'm just going to play this video and give you a chance to hear about Van's experience and why being a BOA is such an awesome opportunity.
Being a BOA holistically elevated my competencies as a working professional. It taught me a lot of crucial and vital skills, and some of which I want to share with you guys. One is, first of all, networking. I understood the importance of connecting with people and networking with professionals, mentors that are there to support me and could add value to me as an aspiring professional. Second is the importance of value. I found the things that I can only do best and keep excelling at it. I was able to use graphic designing, something that is completely unrelated to my role or even my dream career as a CPA, and elevate my role as a BOA through that specific kind of passion. Third is setting goals. My success as a BOA was because of the people I work with, my passion, and my commitment to setting goals. In every career, or in my career, having a vision and a trajectory makes my priorities clear and set me up for success. And that's what worked for me. Fourth is balance. My role as a BOA, or during my time as a BOA, I had 2 other jobs and I was a full-time student. Balance was an essential part of my life, and being a BOA taught me how to set priorities and make sure that I am not burning myself out. And lastly, I want to share with you guys the importance of growth. Your goal in any career is to evolve your skills as a professional, to have yourself keep moving forward, no matter how slow or painstaking the process can be. Take the time to reflect and pursue what makes you a better professional.
So that just gives you an idea of some of the skills that you can learn in the BOA role.
Being a BOA holistically.
So what does the BOA do exactly? As I said, they act as a liaison between Fanshawe College students and CPA Ontario. And they're part of a student council with top students from schools all over Ontario. You have unique opportunities to develop important skills, your leadership, time management, public speaking, to network, and to make a difference in the lives of fellow students. I've had some really great opportunities as a BOA. I'm not sure how many of you are familiar with Talent Egg, but I got to do a Talent Egg talk where I got to speak about the CPA designation and about my goals and my dreams for my future as a CPA. I've also had the opportunity to attend some really great events. Another great bonus, my PSAP membership is a free perk of being a BOA. So I got to save myself $10, which is always awesome. And as well, I got to speak at the All About BOA event where we got to share what our experiences were as Board of Ambassador representatives so that we could highlight what being a BOA is all about to other students who may be interested in taking on this role. One thing I will say about being a Board of Ambassador representative, not only does it come with lots of opportunities to learn and grow and develop, but you get just so many opportunities to connect with CPAs and people from CPA Ontario. And it gives you an opportunity to get a leg up in your career and in your educational journey by connecting with these people. Key characteristics of a BOA. They're someone who enjoys interacting with students, faculty, and staff on campus. They demonstrate effective leadership skills and are interested in developing those skills further. They also demonstrate strong communication and public speaking skills. They're self-motivated and take initiative. They exhibit professional judgment and have strong character and can effectively promote, plan, and execute events. Now, I'd just like to take a moment and talk about some of the events that I was a part of planning. So not only do I plan events as the Board of Ambassador or as the event coordinator for FAA, but as the Board of Ambassador representative, I also plan events for PSAP students on campus. So this year, well, last semester, I was able to plan an escape room event for PSAP students where we were able to gather online and get into groups in a breakout room on Zoom and play an awesome escape room adventure. So that was really cool, and it was a really fun time for everyone that participated. I also did an educational type event called Putting the Pro in Professor, which was a panel of 4 professors who are also CPAs to speak about their journey and answer questions and provide insight to students about how their experiences that they endured in becoming a CPA. So how can you become a BOA? Well, first to start, if you attended all about the BOA or you attended this session, you're getting to find out firsthand about what is involved in becoming a BOA. It is definitely a commitment, as they do ask for about 20 hours a month. However, I would like to use that amount loosely, because that includes our mandatory meetings once a month. That includes planning, sending emails. So it really doesn't add up to a full 20 hours a month, but it is a good opportunity to, again, work on your time management skills and become a BOA. So the way to become one is to email me to receive an application package. And you would return your application package to me by February 22nd. We would complete a preliminary interview between February 23rd and March 4th. And an official interview would be completed with Betsy Exley during March 11th to 25th. As the campus recruiter, she will send successful or unsuccessful emails out to all the interviewees on March 28th. And then there'll be a mandatory transition meeting between myself and the new BOA rep that's selected. In the application package, here are the things that you are required to submit: a resume, reference letter, written response, and you will also need to submit a transcript, but not to me, that goes directly to Betsy Exley. Now on to the good stuff, becoming a CPA. Why would you want to become a CPA? First of all, CPAs are leaders, and they lead through disruptive change by being disruptors in a variety of industries. They are trusted financial experts who anticipate the unexpected. They simplify complexity and transform data into business strategies for their clients and associates. The path to the CPA designation. Now, the first thing that is required in order to become a CPA is you require a 120-hour degree. That degree, for example, the Bachelor of Commerce and Accounting at Fanshawe, which is the program I'm in, provides you with a number of prerequisites that are required to complete as part of your degree in order to enter the CPA PEP program, which is also known as the Professional Education Program. So how that works is you complete a number of prerequisites as part of your degree. Now, don't worry if you may be in a diploma program. There are opportunities to bridge to the degree program, both at Fanshawe and at other universities and colleges. Now, once you have your degree, in the event that your degree does not provide all of the prerequisites that are required, you can also supplement your education or degree. Let's say you have a degree in science. You meet the degree requirement, but you may not have the prerequisites that are required in order to enter the CPA PEP program. So you could take those courses supplementary to your degree in science to qualify for the CPA PEP. And you could take those courses individually at a university or there are a number of different options as to how you can obtain those prerequisites. Once you have the prerequisites that qualify you for CPA PEP, you would enter the CPA PEP and begin the process of learning the core competencies for the CPA designation. So just to give you an idea of here at Fanshawe, the courses that are required for each subject area. Now there are what's called core prerequisites, subject areas that require a minimum 60% in each course and a 65% average across all core courses, as well as non-core prerequisites, which require a 50% grade in each course. As you can see, they've added data analytics and information systems through the System 7001 course, which is a course I've taken. It's really awesome. And it's taught by Laura DeLuca, who is the faculty advisor for the FAA. She's really awesome and a great prof. She was also our representative for the Putting the Pro in Professor panel, if you had the chance to attend. So the CPA Professional Education Program, also known as CPA PEP. So it starts out with you having the undergraduate degree and the academic prerequisites in order to qualify for CPA PEP. Once you qualify and enter the CPA PEP program, you're required to complete Core 1 and Core 2, which are common modules that involve 6 integrated core competency areas: financial reporting, strategy and governance, management accounting, audit and assurance, finance, and taxation. Upon completion of Core 1 and Core 2, you would then choose any 2 models as electives from the choices of assurance, performance management, tax, and finance. If you're planning to go the public accounting route, you would be required to choose assurance and tax. Once completing the elective modules, you would then go on to complete the Common Capstone Integrative Module 1, which involves leadership skills, professional skills, and the integration of the competencies that you've learned over the course of the PEP program. Capstone 2 is the exam preparation module, which helps you develop your case writing skills and helps prepare students for writing the CP, also known as the Common Final Examination. The CPA PEP program takes approximately 2 years part-time while working full-time in the field to allow you to develop your practical experience, because there is a practical experience requirement component for the CPA designation. We'll talk a little bit more about that as well. So what can I do with my CPA designation? CPAs can work in any industry and sector, from public practice, finance, professional services, acting as an entrepreneur, consulting, and industry and commerce. As you can see, here's a number of companies where CPAs work in the field and provide their services with the power of the CPA designation behind them. The practical experience component requires 30 months of paid qualifying work experience that's required to meet 4 components: core, depth, breadth, and progression. So for the core, you would be required to gain proficiency in any 3 competency sub-areas in financial reporting and/or management accounting to at least a level 1 proficiency. Then for depth, you would be required to gain proficiency in all of the competency sub-areas of 1 discrete competency area. So in this example, finance has been selected. At least 2 of the competency sub-areas must be at level 2 proficiency, all others at level 1. So in the finance segment, there's a level 2 at financial planning and analysis, level 2 proficiency at treasury management, and a level 1 proficiency at capital budgeting, valuation, and corporate finance. And this is just an example. You can select another competency area if you so choose. Then for breadth, you need to gain proficiency in at least 8 competency sub-areas. At least 4 of the competency sub-areas must be at a level 2 proficiency, all others at a level 1. So as you can see here, there are several areas that are highlighted: audit and assurance, where they have an internal control at level 2, financial reporting, where they have financial report preparation at level 1, but financial statement analysis at level 2. And so those are the 6 competency areas that you can choose from. Again, talking about a little bit about the practical experience, there are 2 different streams or routes that you can pursue to obtain your practical experience requirement. There are 30 months of paid qualifying work experience that's required, and you can go the pre-approved program route, where a lot of organizations have a CPA program in-house where they have been approved by CPA Ontario for their program to develop CPAs in-house. And so you may find a job, let's say with a company like Loblaw, and you start in their CPA program where they go through the modules and you're trained through that program to complete the CFE and all of the modules that go through the CPA PAP requirement. So the employer works with CPA Ontario to create roles that meet the qualifying work experience, and then they're filled through on-campus recruitment. Specific training roles in an organization are approved by CPA Ontario. The other route that you can take is the experience verification route. So you can work anywhere as long as the experience is relevant to the CPA designation. Students would be required to submit detailed experience reports reviewed by their supervisor for approval by CPA Ontario in order to work directly with CPA Ontario to assess their experience and make sure that they're meeting the practical experience requirement. I will say that if we have any internationally trained or internationally educated students present, the process may be slightly different for you if you have education from another country or if you were previously an accountant in another country. So that's a great example of when it would be important to connect with Betsy and have that conversation about what's required for your CPA journey. For both routes, a CPA mentor is required. So with the pre-approved program route, the employer matches the student with a CPA mentor that works in the same company, and it streamlines the experience reporting process. But both paths do require reporting on enabling competencies, which include written reflections about your time and the work that you're doing. For the experience verification route, the student would be required to find a CPA mentor to submit their detailed experience reports to for review. And again, the written reflections and enabling competencies would be required to be reported on. Discover life as a decision maker, becoming a CPA. Being a CPA opens so many doors. All of the events that I've attended, all of the CPAs that I've had the opportunity to speak with have all echoed the same thing. Being a CPA and having the designation behind you opens doors and creates opportunities for you that you otherwise wouldn't have or be able to access without that designation supporting you. The CPA profession is the largest accounting profession in Canada, with over 200,000 members in Canada and around the world. 75% of CFOs in Canada are CPAs. So that just gives you an idea of some of the opportunities that are enabled for CPAs and some of the roles that they take on with the CPA designation behind them. Again, some more statistics on the CPA designation. It's globally recognized, the CPA designation, which is really important because it can open up opportunities for you to travel and work in other countries. 12,500 CPA members are working internationally, and their increasing presence in growing economies and influence on the international stage. It's the third largest national accounting profession, and there's 7 reciprocity agreements with the 10 most advanced global economies, allowing CPAs opportunities to work worldwide. Again, here's some more statistics about Ontario CPAs. 45% of the CPAs in Canada are Ontario CPAs. 500 plus Ontario CPAs are in leadership roles of the top 50 S&P and TSX companies. There's over 80,000 members and over 19,000 students registered in CPA Ontario. And that was in 2015. So I'm sure the numbers have gone up significantly since then. And here's an idea of some of the earning potential, again from 2015, on what you can do with the CPA designation and some of the roles and salaries that go with it. So as you can see, being a president or a CEO with the CPA designation behind you can earn you a 6-figure salary that's quite impressive. And one of the things that I've learned too is that the earning potential for CPAs is exponentially larger than if you didn't have the designation behind you. The skill set that is developed in the CPA designation, it sets you apart in the industry and just opens so many more doors and opportunities to earn more money. And I mean, let's be real, that's part of why some of us are in business and in accounting. We want to be successful and have a great salary one day. And that is it for my presentation. So I'm just going to stop screen sharing now and go into the chat to look at some questions. Okay. Looks like we got some good ones here. Okay. So, Bruce, I think you were talking about going to Chartered for Success, and it was great. I remember seeing your name on the screen there, and I think you won a prize for engagement too. So I'm glad you enjoyed yourself. Shadon, the list of reasons really is endless. There's so many opportunities, and the CPA designation just opens so many doors. So your question about the business administrating accounting program that goes up to level 6 and then Bachelor of Honors Accounting starting at level 7. Basically, from what I understand, they you would do the diploma program, the accounting diploma program, which is 2 years, and then the advanced diploma, which would count as your sort of 3rd year or bridging year into the degree. And then the 4th year would be your degree, your last year of the degree. So my understanding is that's how it would work as far as bridging, but you would complete the 2-year diploma, then the advanced diploma, then the last year of the degree.
So speaking of the levels, I guess the accounting diploma, which I'm in right now, is 4 levels in total. That's 2 years. And then I guess what I'm kind of trying to understand is where I would be in each program, because my plan as of now is to apply immediately to those consecutive programs. It's the business administration accounting program, which is really the advanced diploma, is just 1 year, which I'm assuming is 2 levels. So that makes 5 and 6, right?
Basically, yes. I'm actually looking for a document that I have that is shows the sort of transition. Let me just see here. Is it this one? I'm just gonna see if I can pull it up and share my screen. Oh, Alyssa, that's an interesting point. I'm not sure. I think that may be accurate, depending on the like you said, the GPA and having the requirements necessary to transition that way. Is my document gonna open? Okay, in the meantime, I'm gonna look at some other questions. So how international students can participate in the CPA? Does CPA accept international practice for students who have jobs or co-op overseas? So I believe they do accept international experience for co-op. So one of the things is with the practical experience requirement, I believe you have to have the 30 months that you complete has to be within a 5-year span. So you have 5 years to ultimately complete that 30-month practical experience. So you may be able to count like a co-op term, but it's important to check with Betsy and CPA Ontario to confirm that they will accept that international experience. But there are strategies in place to accept international experience. International students can participate in the CPA the same way that a domestic student would, by completing the degree and the prerequisites and going through the CPA PEP program. There also is, and I realized I didn't touch on this in the presentation, but there's also the opportunity for students to do what's called a GDIP or a graduate diploma or a master's that would allow you to sort of be exempt from some of the PEP program because they are equivalent information. So for example, when I'm finished my Bachelor of Commerce at Fanshawe, my plan is to pursue a master's degree that would exempt me from most, if not all, of the PEP program. And so once I'm done that 1-year master's, I would then be able to write my CPA exam at the end. So that's just an example of how the CPA is kind of flexible in the requirements and the ways you can go about completing the designation. I hope that kind of answered your question, Lena, but I would recommend talking to Betsy and getting some more information about international students and what the requirements are. And I can put some links in the chat to the CPA website for information about international students and internationally trained professionals. What do we, now, for your question, Shadon, my Excel file opened up. So I'm just gonna give you, I'm gonna share my screen here. Share the screen. I want to share. So this is a spreadsheet that I got from my academic advisor that shows how the degree works. So on the left side is if you enter the degree from year 1. In the middle here is if you entered the degree after this is level 4B. So after completing the 2-year diploma, you would start with completing these courses in the degree all the way to level 8. And then the other option is when you transfer from the advanced diploma. So as Alyssa was saying that you can transfer after the 2 years, that's the section in the middle in the blue. And then this gives you the opportunity to transfer in from the advanced diploma and what the courses would look like. So that just gives you an idea of how you can go about navigating the the transition from the diploma program to the degree program.
So this is not the competency map of becoming a CPA, like the PEP program, the one that Nick listed for us in one of our meetings, I guess, the class rep meetings last semester. I do still have that competency map, so I would actually appreciate if you kind of share that file with me, but I guess that's up to you, I guess.
Yeah, I can definitely send that to you, no problem. Let me just, I may need you to remind me. If I don't send it to you by the end of the week, please remind me.
Yeah, I'll just shoot you an email.
Okay, sounds good. So on your next question on how the PEP program is different from any of the accounting degree programs. PEP is what comes after the degree. So you need the degree to even get into PEP, and it goes much more in depth into the knowledge that you pick up in the degree. So where you may have like a high level introduction to strategy and governance, let's say in the strategic governance course, you'll go more in depth in the PEP program to develop your competencies in a stronger way. And Alyssa would like to know more about CPA Career Fest. So just give me one moment here, and I will. So my understanding is, let me just see what the event registration says, because I'm not sure specifically if this is an event with employers. I know Employment Connections is. So actually, Career Fest says, the event description says, want to meet dozens of CPAs across roles and industries. Join host CPA Ontario for an exclusive speed mentoring event. PSAP members will choose your own adventure and get inspired with CPAs in audit, finance, risk, consulting, entrepreneurship, public sector, and more. Make connections, inspire your journey, grow your network, and inform your future. So that gives you a little bit of idea. It's a kind of like speed dating, but with CPAs. And so does that answer your question about Career Fest, Alyssa? Yes, money is one of the more tempting reasons to be a CPA, Shadon. And Bruce, what were you asking about the lower limit for? Oh, okay, no problem. Awesome. And then Alyssa has shared the pathways document, so you can take a look and check that out. And define bridging between programs when pursuing the CPA. I'm not sure what you mean, Shadon. Bridging
Like,
between
bridging between programs, I was thinking like, I mean, you can apply immediately to the program following the diploma once you finish diploma, right? Because I guess my thought was you had to kind of complete some modules in order to grant yourself like entry to the program or something like that.
No, you need to have the prerequisite courses. So those prerequisites are part of most Bachelor of Commerce degrees that are offered in Ontario. They've worked those courses in. So let me just pull up a document here.
Like say right now, I'm in the diploma.
Yeah.
Once I finish the diploma, I can actually just immediately apply to the business administration accounting program, right? I don't actually have to like complete any independent courses in order to kind of grant myself entry as a like a pre-admission requirement or something like that.
No, not that I'm aware of. So what diploma are you in currently?
The BAC form, the Business Accounting Co-op Program
Okay.
Diploma.
Okay, so then my understanding is you could bridge from that into the degree, complete the degree, and then enter the PEP program to complete the CPA requirements. So my understanding is that's what that would look like for you.
Yeah, so it's basically like bridging between this program and that program is just like I guess consists of a summer term where you kind of take the required courses.
I believe
Right.
so. So you would have, like, from what I understand, the summer term is where you kind of fill in the gaps of the courses you don't have in order to complete the required courses for the degree. So it's more about, bridging is more about completing the degree within either Fanshawe or your diploma at Fanshawe, and then the degree at Fanshawe, or your diploma at Fanshawe and then the degree at another school.
So it's more like filling out like prerequisite shortcomings or gaps or something like that, not like a shortcut that you can take between programs and all. So my plan is to take all of it. My thought was that I had to kind of complete some separate set of modules or courses in order to kind of grant myself entry as a post admission requirement or something like that in order to apply for the program. But
as long as you meet the prerequisite requirements in the degree, when it comes time to enter PEP, you would qualify because you would have those prerequisites already.
Oh,
So
okay.
then you would just go right into PEP and into those modules. Okay.
Yep, that makes sense. Thanks.
Awesome. You're welcome. Oh, Cole just mentioned in the chat that he did the bridging semester in 2020, and it consists of 2 electives and 2 core courses, just to give you a heads up. All right, so we're at about 7 o'clock now. Are there any more questions or comments that anybody had?
I have a questions that you concerned about the master degree.
Yeah.
So yeah, like you said that after you finish the master degree, so you can write the exam right away. Is that, do you still have to like have like 30 months of practice experience?
Yes. So I would still have to, I would either have to work while I'm doing my master's, as well as getting the experience, like from my co-op term. You can build up experience and use that depending on which of the 2 routes that you plan to take for the experience component.
So for example, like if after finish the diploma, then I moved to the bachelor degree.
Yeah.
And then after finish the bachelor degree, for example, I get a jobs, and then I'm go on to the master degree. So if my job like experience is not enough 30 months, do I able to do the test, or I have to wait until I get 30 months to do that?
You have to wait until you get 30 months to qualify to write the CP. The CP is like the very last thing you do to become a CPA.
I see.
And there's a document that I just posted in the chat that is a list of the different post-secondary school that offer different graduate diplomas and master's programs that would, excuse me, I have the hiccups, that would be acceptable by CPA Ontario or accepted by the CPA Canada profession as a equivalent to some of the components of the PEP program. So depending on which school you, which school you go to and which program you take will determine what you're exempt from in the CPA PEP program. It's really a personal choice. I mean, the CPA PEP program costs about $12,000 with all the components. And the master's degree that I'm looking at York costs a little more than double that. So it's really about what you want for your own path and what you want to figure out in order to pursue that. Shadon, oh sorry, Lena, go ahead.
Yes, and just only one more thing that I see from the CPA website that for example, like if somebody they graduate like not in business field, but it's not specific at accounting and financing, but they're still able to take the CPA course to be able to get the CPA degree.
I'm not sure I understand what you mean. Would this be someone who has the degree to start with?
So for example, some people they graduate, they have the bachelor degree at different field in business, for example, like supply chains or something like that. So they're not specific in accounting and finance, but they're still able to get the CPA course to be able to get CPA degree.
Yes, actually. So I had a friend who started in the degree program with me in my first year in 2020. And she's already had a science degree from Western. And she found out after she had already completed 1 year of the Bachelor of Commerce that she didn't have to complete a whole other degree. She just needed to complete the mandatory prerequisites, the core and non-core competencies that I had shown in order to supplement her degree. So she already has a Bachelor of Science from Western. She just needs the prerequisites in order to meet the requirements to enter the PEP program.
I see. Okay. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. I just want to see if I can find some information here about, oh, here we go. Internationally trained. So I'm going to put a link to the CPA website for internationally trained accountants and students who studied internationally as well. So there's one. And then Shadon, I'll get to your question as well. And so the co-op term experience. So my understanding is it has to be within 5 years of when you start the PEP or when you write the CFE. I can't remember. I think it has to be within 5 years of when you write the CFE. I can double check on that for you and get back to you with a concrete answer. But I'm pretty sure it's like, so for example, we're in 2022 now. Let's say you graduated this year with your degree, and in your degree, you had a co-op term that was done right now, let's say, and then you graduate in the fall. So you do your co-op term now, and then you graduate, and then you would start PEP and do your 30 months of experience. But that co-op term may potentially count towards the 30 months as long as it's within that 5-year time frame of when you're, I believe, writing the CFE. And I'm going to double check for you, but I'm pretty sure that's the requirement. So I hope that answers your question as far as the work experience part. All right. So do we have any other questions? Anything else that anyone's curious about? No? Okay, well, I'd like to thank all of you for attending tonight and listening to me rant about the CPA designation for an hour. I really appreciate all of you being here. And thank you very much, Cole. I appreciate that. I'm glad it was informative for all of you. And I look forward to all of you becoming CPAs. Have a great evening, everyone.